I know these units can have fan cycles, but that's the primary one that always runs. So this one should have been on first. Oh yeah, that motor's locked up. She won't move. Nope. So maybe bad motor, maybe bad start capacitor if you're lucky. But she will not let go. What seems strange about this is that these two fans, they're Gentech. Right, these are the OEM fans. And look at that one. That one definitely looks like it's been replaced before. So it's like, why is the one that's been replaced before already failed? Ooh, also it's blazing hot. Well, the answer, I would say, is because that's the one that gets the most use. When the fan cycle switch, this is the one that's only running on this unit, and then it brings in those two. So with that one dead, these two now are running more. And it's funny, this is how it happens, where you show up and somewhere has all three fans dead, and then the owner was like, that's not possible. How are all three fans dead? But this is exactly how it happens. One's been dead and you didn't know it. Then this one will drop out, and then that one will overheat, and then you'll be done. So now it's spinning backwards, right? So it's actually spinning this way because the air is bypassing the coil through that fan blade. So we need to take something and cover this up, because instead of the hot air, or instead of, you know, the ambient air going through the coil, it's going in there, like, look, in. It's being drawn in there and out here. Need to replace that fan motor. What's crazy to me is that it broke loose, because remember, I couldn't get it to spin. I think it's jumping like crazy too. Well, the boss is here. Let me talk to him and see if he wants me to. I've got this motor in the truck. So we'll talk to him and see if he wants me to replace it now or wants to wait. Change of conversation, we're not going to give him an option. This compressor is dropping in and out on high pressure. It's dropping in and out on high pressure, again, because we're bypassing the coil. That compressor is not running. That's first stage. Second stage is kicked in and running. Good indication this has been happening for a hot minute. Look at the paint on the compressor. Let's see what we can see. So these motors are coming in at 80 degrees. Motor's coming in at 120 degrees, 130. Alright, what I'm going to do, because this is the kitchen AC and I don't want to have it down very long, I'm going to pull the cooling circuit from the thermostat so our cooling circuit dies. Then I'm going to leave this running with the panel open. I already pulled my amps. I'm pulling 8 amps and I'm allowed to pull 10. So I'm not going to kill the motor. But it's beautiful out here. The high is 57 today. So this way I'm drawing 57 degree air into the kitchen and they're not dying while I kill their AC. All right, I know it's windy. I often don't show this stuff, but so it was a 4-wire. So we cap our brown and white because we're only using 3. And since I don't have enough wire leads to get all the way back, I make my connection in here. I'm a big fan of wrapping up these once they're tight, and then leaving the centers open so you have supports. And then you got to chase it back to the proper capacitor, because the old ones were a 10 microfarad capacitor and this one's only 7.5. So I got to change that wiring, but now I can just use all the wiring inside for that. And for those of you screaming, maybe it was just the cap, maybe it was just the cap. It wasn't the cap. Don't you wish? Don't you know I wish it was? I wouldn't have had to do all that. But I did get lucky, and it's the single cap, motor 2. So the 1010 would have been annoying. I'd had to move wires around. Hey, 1, 2, 3. Spin in the wrong direction. Boo. That is why this guy leaves those directional rods out. And I know, if I wasn't such a hack, I would do it before. Yeah, well, I am. So, but then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to weatherproof them. Now let's take a look. Hey! 1, 2, 3, opa!